WFT's Rochelle Alleyne joins us now from the newsroom. Rochelle, those who live in flood-prone areas are being hit especially hard. You spoke with some residents who live in a flood zone. What are their flood insurance rates like?
Well, Michael, I went out to a housing area that's surrounded by 3 rivers. So for some of them, their insurance has gone up to the point that they can't afford it. But there may be relief ahead.
Residents of Three Rivers Estates in Fort White, Florida say they couldn't imagine living anyplace else. But with yearly flooding, they also say you've got to be in it for the long haul.
Last 3 or 4 years in a row, we've seen a good bit of flooding. Last year, we had to move out due to flooding as we had water over our property completely and in the road that we live on.
Though Florida's rainy season isn't quite underway, the rivers are already rising. As you can see right here from the wet grass and leaves, this river is flooded. In fact, the homeowner who owns this land says that his lawn actually extends well beyond that tree right there. However, out here in Three Rivers, they say that that's common. But if the river does flood anymore, that could spell trouble. As the water levels creep higher, so are state flood insurance rates, causing some customers to see dramatic increases from what they usually pay.
About 2 years ago, our flood insurance was a reasonable rate, and then or maybe it was a year ago, and we got an invoice for that insurance, and it was approximately 10 times what we were looking at.
Up from $400 to almost $2,500. Michael Foray was able to work with his insurance company to lower his bill, but many aren't as lucky. A new law may soon change this. It aims to cap rate increases at 18%. And while this will bring needed relief, some would rather do away with their flood insurance because they end up paying more in insurance than they do in flooding repairs.
I think it should be optional, yes. And I mean, if you have damage, well, you got to pay for it yourself.
The measure is now on its way to President Obama's desk. He's expected to soon sign it into law. Reporting from the newsroom, Rochelle Alleyne, WUFT News.